So I am awareness in the object as well.
No, the awareness only is there. From awareness doesn't know anything else. When anything else is known in awareness, it's an object. Okay, object is not reality. Awareness itself doesn't know. The object is illuminated. Like light itself doesn't know anything. It just illuminates the place. So in the place, something comes, something goes.
That's the reason why I say I know this object. Otherwise, I cannot know the object also, right?
But that's in the domain of Maya. The awareness is manifested as consciousness. The awareness
When
itself.
the expression starts, then that is the meaning of you're trying to say. I mean, I'm trying to understand that that is the meaning of consciousness that I am able to understand.
Yes. That is consciousness. Awareness itself is beyond that. Awareness just eliminates consciousness also. Like you know that I am conscious. The awareness is there. Awareness itself doesn't know anything else. Shall we start?
Yeah.
Let's start. Let's not start.
Not yet.
Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram. So, continuing Tattva Bodha talk yesterday, we spoke of Maya. Maya is the power of Brahman or the consciousness. So, to say in other words, the fire has the ability to burn, the fire has the ability to give light. Similarly, consciousness has the ability to create, the creative power. Okay, the power of projection, the power of creation. That's called Maya. So, is the Maya separate from consciousness? No, Maya is the power of consciousness. Okay. For example, the heat is separate from fire? No. The light is separate from fire? No. They are all power of the fire. Okay. Similarly, the power of Brahman is called Maya. Okay. So only difference with the others' power compared to Brahman, whose nature is Sat Chit Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss. Sat Chit Ananda doesn't appear and disappear. Sat Chit Ananda is always the nature of Brahman. Whereas the power of Maya appears and disappears. So that's why Maya is not real from the Brahman point of view. Brahman point of view, existence, consciousness, bliss alone is real. Brahman part of Maya is not real. From the point of view of the world, Maya is there. Okay. So the Maya or projecting power of Brahman has two aspects. One is called Avarana Shakti or veiling power, and the projecting power are called Vikshepa Shakti. Okay. So the veiling power and projecting power are two powers. So veiling power makes you forget who you are, and projecting power makes things appear. So both are, don't start thinking there's something else. It's nothing but thoughts. Okay. Brahman, thoughts appear from Brahman. Thoughts appear and disappear. Okay. So these thoughts which appear and disappear from Brahman is nothing but Maya. Are we clear? So what does this thought do? The first thought is when you get up, you are in this deep sleep, you get up in the morning, the thought of I am comes. I am. Okay, I thought comes first. Right? So now the moment I thought comes, the deep peace, the peace in deep sleep is gone, disappeared. You have forgotten your nature. There was a deep peace and bliss in your sleep. So it got forgotten the moment I thought appeared. Right? So next what happens? That another thought appeared. I am the body thought appeared. So now you're lost in the thought chain. Right? Whereas your real nature of peace and bliss, what you experience in the deep sleep, disappear. So there's a covering happens. It's called avarana. My nature is peace and bliss is called avarana. That disappear. Then
Avarana is the causal body.
No, Maya gives rise to causal body. Okay, so that disappear. My peace and happiness disappear. Right. So then there's a projection. The world is appearing in my consciousness. I started visualizing things. Imagine. I mean, it's imagination power. So there's a world, there's some objects, and everything has started coming. So then you are engrossed in that. Okay, it's like going to a movie or a cricket match. When you go to a movie or cricket match, you forget that your family, your house, your job, everything, you are getting engrossed in that. So the creative power of Brahman projects the world and makes you forget. And if you don't forget, you cannot enjoy also. If you go to a movie, if you keep remembering what's happening at home, what cooking should be done, then you cannot enjoy that. So to experience the world, you have to forget it also. The forgetfulness is required. Then you engross in that. So engross in that experience of the world. So that way Maya has two powers, veiling power and projection power. Veiling power is called Avarana and projecting power is called Vikshepa. Right? The moment I am thought comes, you have forgotten that you are blissful already. Now your attention is always on the experience, outer. Right? Are you clear? So this is called Maya. So from Brahman point of view, there's nothing called Maya because Brahman doesn't see anything. In the universal consciousness point of view, consciousness doesn't see anything. The seeing, experiencing, thinking, everything happens in the domain of Maya. Because to see you, I have to be separate from you. Right? So there was a very nice question to Sri Ramana Maharshi. The question was, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, she is called Bhagavan or God. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Please tell me when will I get enlightened? When will I get enlightened? So Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi said, if I am Bhagavan, then I cannot tell you the answer because Bhagavan doesn't see anything else. There's nothing else to see. If God is all pervading, then there's nothing separate from God. If there's nothing to see something or know something, you should have some separation. If God is all pervading, is there something different, world different from God? I mean, in the let's give an example, right? Water, ocean, and wave. So, from wave point of view, there is ocean and water because it's separate. From water point of view, is there ocean or wave? Water doesn't know it's ocean or wave. Like that, Brahman point of view, there's no separation. Understand? But from the point of view of the individual, there is ocean. From the wave point of view, there's ocean and water. So similarly, from the individual point of view, there is Brahman and God, the universal consciousness of God and supreme consciousness Brahman. So from Brahman point of view, the Maya doesn't exist at all because there's no separation. But Maya projects it. So one more simple way of understanding this is like this. So Maya, if you consider Maya as the dreaming power of Brahman, dream. Like you have a dream, Brahman has a dream. The universal consciousness has a dream. In the dream, the world appears, people appear, everything appears in the dream. Universe appears. But does anything happen to the dreamer, Brahman? Let's say you are dreaming, right? You dream that, okay, you went to Paris and London. What happened to you, the person who is sleeping? Nothing is happening. And does the person who is sleeping knows that there's a dream? Huh? Do you know that there's a dream character and dream character has gone to Paris and London?
No, I'm sleeping.
When you are sleeping, you don't know. Brahman is like sleeping. For Brahman, there's no awareness of something else. Right? But there's a dream power appears. That's called Maya Shakti. The power of dream of Brahman. In that, the universe is created. Big universe is created.
And the dream characters also don't know about the
Yeah.
one.
So the other part is that, let us say in your dream, you became a dream boy and you went to Paris. The dream boy doesn't remember somebody who is sleeping. Right? Dream boy doesn't remember that you are sleeping. The same way, sleeping person doesn't know the dream boy. Both of them don't know each other. Similarly, Brahman has a dream called Maya. In that dream called Maya, the universe appears. In the universe, various beings appear. And Brahman alone associates with these various beings. In the dream, you became a dream boy. It's the sleeper who has become a dream boy. You only became a dream boy. But dream boy doesn't know you and you don't know the dream boy. Like that, Brahman doesn't know anybody else. Okay? And anybody else doesn't know Brahman. It's a dream character. Is dream character real? No. But dream experience real? Yes. When you're experiencing, it's real. Same thing happens in the Brahman's dream. Brahman's dream is called Maya. Okay? And in your dream, every character you come across is you only know. So in your dream, you met some film actor. Is there a film actor? It's you only as appeared as film actor. It means a dreamer. Similarly, in Brahman's dream, everybody is Brahman only appearing. And no dream character knows Brahman, and Brahman does not know dream character.
So in my dream, if I see a god, my mind has taken the form of God.
Correct. All is projection. Right? So that is the state of Brahman. Brahman is always resting consciousness. There's no movement. Then Brahman doesn't know Maya. Maya is like a dream only. If you understand dream, you understand Maya. Okay. So what happens in your dream happens in the Brahman's dream. In your dream, who appeared in your dream is you only. In Brahman's dream, who appeared is Brahman only. Dream character doesn't know the dreamer. Like that, you don't know. Brahman doesn't know you, and you doesn't know you don't. Because Brahman nothing to know. He's dreaming. Right? So Ramana Maharshi says, if I am Bhagavan, then I don't know anything because I cannot know anybody. So I cannot tell you when you'll get enlightened. If on the other hand, I am ignorant. Okay? I am ignorant. If I am ignorant, then also I can't tell you, because if I am ignorant, I am not Brahman. Then whatever I tell is wrong. So how can I tell you will get enlightened? A Gnani sees God all the time. Are you clear? So the Maya, a simpler way of understanding Maya, not very technical way. Maya is dream of God, dream of Brahman. Right? And all of us are the characters in dream of Brahman. The characters are Brahman only. Brahman doesn't know the character, character doesn't know Brahman because it's a dream.
So if the dream character Cinderella
Hmm.
is in a deep sleep state,
Hmm.
so is the dream character merging with the
Yeah.
sleeper?
Yeah. Dream character sleeps, she is merging with the sleeper only. Right? So this is Maya. And Maya is a dream of Brahman. But in our dream, when we have a dream, the dream is appears to be real. In dream, the tiger comes, it's real. We'll run. Similarly, dream of Brahman is real only. Experience real only. But is it there all the time? No, it disappears. Okay, there are two levels here. One is the dream of Brahman is called Maya, where the world is appearing. Okay, so in that world, all characters are Brahman only. Correct? And this Brahman doesn't know I am sleeping character. I am the consciousness who is dreaming. And he is involved in the world. That's called avidya. One avidya means ignorance of his own nature. So at best through Atmadnana, all of us can understand that my nature is Brahman only. Jnana is for you as for us. My nature is Brahman. This is the Jnana. And nature of the world is Maya or appearance. This is the Jnana. So the Maya is like appearance of a snake on the rope. The snake is not real. The rope is real. Is rope affected by the snake? No. Does the rope know the snake? Does the snake know the rope? This is the relationship between Brahman and the world. And this appearance is cause. What appearance is? The cause of appearance is called Maya. Okay.
The snake in the rope is up in the Vikshepa part you're talking about.
Shall I continue? So next is 5 elements, 5 sense organs and 5 organs of action, how they evolved from Maya to the world. Okay. I think in another 1 or 2 days we'll complete this whole thing. So now we told Brahman and we told about the Maya and we told about the world. So from how the Brahman to the world appeared is what you have to say. Tata Akashah Sambhutah Akashad Vayuh Vayoh Tejah Tejasah Apah Adbyah Prathivi.
Chandogya.
Yes. So without Brahman, there cannot be any world. Correct? Is Brahman cause of the world?
His power is cause of life.
Brahman has no awareness of the world itself. He's like a dreaming person has no awareness of the dream itself.
But he is only the cause.
He is the substratum of the dream. He is substratum of the. Without Brahman, there's no world. But Brahman is not cause for the world. Right? I mean, are you cause for your dream? Without you, there's no dream. Okay, but you are not cause for the dream. So Brahman is not cause for the dream. Brahman is not cause for the world. Then who is cause for the world? The Maya. The power of Brahman, Maya. And Brahman is not even aware of the world. Because nothing other than Brahman exists. You are not aware of the dream at all. Brahman is not aware of the world at all. So Brahman can say that I am not a cause. From Brahman point of view, he is not a cause of the world. He is not a cause of the Maya also. Right? But from the world point of view, from the point of view of the world, we are in the world, we say Brahman is the cause. We say the truth is the cause. And for us, if you look back, there must be some cause. Right? And the cause is Brahman, we say, and that's why we respect Brahman as Ishwara, the Lord. In reality, Brahman doesn't cause anything. He doesn't cause you trouble. All of us, we have a question: why should God give me trouble? So much of suffering is causing. So Brahman point of view, there is no. He is not cause for trouble. He is not anything. But from our point of view, oh, this God who has created, that God we call as Brahman. So actually, Brahman plus Maya is cause for the world. Right? Brahman alone cannot cause the world. Okay. But Brahman is not at all aware of the world. So Brahman plus Maya is called Ishwara or Bhagavan or Lord. Brahman plus Maya is called Ishwara, Bhagavan. Okay. But from our point of view, Bhagavan created the world. Whereas Bhagavan says, I don't even know the world. His power created the world. That power is called Maya. In our Purana and all, we call it Adi Parashakti, Jagannatha and Devis. She created the world. So Maya created the world. In reality, Maya created. But Maya cannot exist without Brahman. So the Brahman plus Maya created the world. That's why we say Ishwara. Are you clear? So now the problem comes. There is nothing other than Brahman. Brahman alone is the reality. But some world is appearing. The appearance is not real. Brahman only is real. It's as good as saying I slept. In my dream, I went to Paris. Is Paris real? Is Paris really there? You are there? No. You means the Paris person who went to Paris is not there. So that's a dream world. The dream world is not real at all. Only reality is Brahman. Is it clear? Only reality is Brahman. So from our point of view, we say Ishwara, Bhagavan created the world. Brahman doesn't play any role. Brahman is not at all involved in any activity of world. So that's why we in Purana, we represent Brahman or Parabrahma as Narayana, resting in ocean. He's not doing anything. But from his stomach, the Brahmaji comes and Vishnu comes. Vishnu is responsible for maintenance of the world. So, understand? So the world, then Vishnu is Maya. The power of Vishnu is Maya, the world. The dreaming Brahman appears as Vishnu in the dream, Brahman's dream. Narayana appears as a Vishnu in the dream, Narayana's dream, and rules the world, Ishwara. So Vishnu is called Ishwara, Bhagavan.
All gods are part of dream.
Now, everything is part of dream. If you understand it's a dream. Others is reality, no? In dream is real for us. Okay. So now how Maya created the world? First, Maya created the world is in the form of thoughts. World is nothing but thoughts. Okay. First the space was created. From space, Vayu, the wind. Now this is not space of physical space. This space element. Okay. That means there is nothing concept came. A thought came that there's nothing. Then Vayu concept came. That means there's a movement. These are principles, not the physical entities. These are called Tattva. Akasha Tattva, Vayu Tattva, Jala Tattva, Agni Tattva, Prithvi Tattva. Okay. So then the movement concept came that became Vayu Tattva. So then from the concept of Vayu Tattva, there's a concept of heat came, because when the movement is there, there's a heat produced. It's all at the conceptual level, at the deepest level, idea level. From heat, the water came. There's a solidification which happened. Okay, like earth was hot earlier, and as it cooled down, there's a molten liquid was there. So then it solidified into the earth. So Prati Tattva came. Tattva means these are all at the very idea level, not even at the physical level it has come. Okay, these are happening at Maya. Now, what is happening at the Maya level? Maya is only idea. Please understand, there's no physical entity. It's all idea. It's like a blueprint. Okay. So from these 5 elements, 5 tattvas, okay, they have the Maya has 3 qualities called Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna, and Tamo-guna. Okay. Why did the 5 elements come into picture? Because 3 qualities of Maya. Sattva means knowledge, knowing ability. Rajas means moving ability. Tamas means inertia. So Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. In Maya, this was equilibrium. That means there's no creation. When the equilibrium is disturbed, these elements appeared. Akash Tattva, Vayu Tattva, Jala Tattva, Agni Tattva, Prati Tattva appeared. When the equilibrium was disturbed. Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna. Tamo Guna, but Sattva means knowing, knowledge, knowing ability. Knowledge. Rajo Guna means movement. Tamo Guna means inertia. For example, I can know you. So this is knowing ability. Okay. Don't confuse this knowing ability with the Brahman's pure awareness. Pure awareness, there's nothing to know. Knowing ability is there, but nothing to know. But now there is something to know. That knowing ability manifests as Sattva Guna. Moving ability becomes Rajo Guna. Inertia becomes Tamo Guna. From these 5 elements are created. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. Okay. So what are these 5 elements? Akasha, the space. Space means, oh, there's nothing. The knowledge is there, there's nothing. So then space goes. So then there's a movement. It's called Vayu. That's the Rajoguna. Okay. So each of these 5 elements have a mix of Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamo-guna. Each of these 5 elements have a mix of Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamo-guna in different proportions.
Earth is mostly Tamo.
Yes. Okay.
So the Gunas didn't come from the 5 elements. From Gunas, the 5 elements came.
Gunas are Maya.
So if you look at the hierarchy in Maya, it starts with 3 Gunas.
Yeah. 3 Gunas in equilibrium, Maya is not there. 3 Gunas start moving. Maya means Maya is at rest. 3 Gunas start moving, then Maya starts. Okay, start. When 3 Gunas are in equilibrium, Maya is not projecting. When 3 Gunas, there is a disturbance in 3 Gunas, the projection starts. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. Space, all these tattvas start manifesting. Okay. From sattvic aspect of, there is a sattva aspect in all the 5 elements. It's all the only proportion. In space element, sattva aspect is there. Wind element, sattva. Each of them is a mixture. Some proportion more, some proportion less, because Maya is there everywhere. And Brahman is there everywhere. Because Brahman is the background everywhere. It's like a Brahman, you can think as a screen. The Maya, you can say, is a projection. Without screen, there's no projection. But screen itself It's not projecting anything. So from the space, the sattva aspect, means knowing aspect, becomes the sense organs. Sense organs are knowledge. No, we get knowledge from sense organs. It means all the sense organs, 5 sense organs: eyes, ears, tongue, nose, all these things, sense organs, started becoming, are the creating the knowing. Okay, which is sattva. The sattva aspect of space became ears, hearing. The sattva aspect of wind became touch, skin. The sattva aspect of tongue became, sattva aspect of water became tongue, taste. The sattva aspect of earth became smell, nose. The sense organs appear from the sattva, the knowing aspect of these 5 elements. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Then
They form the body. So then, from the sattva aspect of 5 elements, the mind appear, because mind is also able to know. Right? What is the mind? Manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. Ego, intellect, knowing, ego, intellect, mind, manas, and chitta, memory. These were formed from the knowledge aspect of Brahman, the sattva aspect of the 5 elements. Sattva aspect of 5 elements form the sense organs and the mind. Okay. Then Rajas aspect. What did Rajas aspect? Rajas is the movement. The movement aspect. The movement aspect naturally created the pranas, 5 pranas. The movement aspect of 5 elements create 5 organs of action: the hand, the leg, the tongue, then genitals, then anus, and the skin. Skin is also organ of expression, and tongue is also organ of action. Tongue is both sense organ and organ of action, whereas eye is only organ of sensation. So the 5 organs of action respond to the world. Right? The prana supplies all the power to all the functions of the body and keep it alive. So from the deep state from Brahman, the Maya appeared. Maya appeared when Sattva and Rajas and Tamas, Guna, or the qualities, got disturbed. Started moving. Right? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas started movement. Are you clear? And in that movement, okay, the 5 elements are created. And the Sattva aspect of 5 elements create the sense organs and the mind. Right? And 5 Rajas element of the 5 organs, the 5 elements create the organs of action and prana. Okay. So now we have a concept of causal body and subtle body. Where is the causal body? When the Maya is in unmanifest condition, Maya has not started action. When the creativity of Brahman is at rest, the Maya is not acting. Brahman has not started dreaming. So then Sattva, Rajaguna, Tamaguna is in inaction. Okay. So the Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna in the inactive state is called, and elements are not manifest now. 5 elements. So that state is called causal body. Okay. So then the 5 elements are manifest as organs of sense organs, and mind is created along with the prana and organs of action. These are all subtle organs of action, not physical. It has not happened. So it is called Sukshma Sharira or subtle body. Okay. From Brahman, the subtle body appeared. From the causal body and subtle body appeared. But Brahman is not cause for anything. Just like rope is not cause for the snake at all. Rope never created a snake, but snake appeared because of our mental illusion. The mind is the Maya. Okay. Okay. Next comes the tamas aspect. Okay. Rajas aspect, tamas aspect. Each of the 5 elements, rajas aspect or activity aspect, create the organs of action and prana. Then rajas aspect, tamas aspect, which is inertia, right? So that became what you call as 5 elements: akash, space, the gross elements: space, wind, fire, water, earth, which is available to sense organs. It's something to be available to sense organs, has to be gross. So the gross body was formed by these 5 elements, right? From the tamas aspect of Brahman. Are you clear? Huh? Tamas aspect, Maya. Are you clear?
So the subtle body came from Sattva and Rajas. The gross body came from Tamas. Can you say that?
Yeah. Gross body and the world appear from tamas. Is inertia. Now the process of creating the gross world is called panchikarna. Panchikarna means these 5 elements, a mixture of the 5 elements is produced. Like when you make a chapati, some flour, some dosa or something, you mix different ingredients. Okay. So like that, the 5 subtle elements called Akash Tattva, Vayu Tattva, Jala Tattva, Agni Tattva got mixed in different proportions. The subtlest of them became space. It's actually Panchikana. It's always like 1/5, 1/5, 1/5 like that. It's called Panchikana. A proportion is given. I'll not get into the details of proportion. What proportion is what? Okay. The 5 elements got mixed up in different proportions to become gross elements. The subtlest became space. Slightly grosser became wind. Slightly grosser became fire. Slightly grosser became water. And the grossest became earth. And your body was formed out of that. And the world is formed out of that. So your body and the world is not different because they are all part of the 5 element creation. Right? Are you clear? That's why we call it as prapancha. It is made of 5 elements. Pancha. Prapancha means, means subtle. What is that? Subtlest. 5 elements. Akasha Tattva, Vayu Tattva gave to prapancha, gross.
How about
Subtle to
thoughts?
gross.
Subtle to gross.
How about thoughts?
How about thoughts means what?
Thoughts, yeah.
Thoughts is mind, no?
That is knowing principle.
At the causal level, it's ideas, concepts. And at the mental level, it becomes thoughts. And the physical level, it becomes the world. Everything is nothing but ideas too. Everything is, see, these are all things, nothing physically has happened. It's all thoughts only. Thoughts in subtle form is called causal body. Thought has manifest form is called mind. Thought in the physical form, appearance form is called world. It's all thought only. Maya is nothing but thoughts only. Okay. If you think Maya is something else, it's just thoughts in the idea form, the concept form, thought form, and perception form. Everything is thought only.
Thought and idea form is?
For example, you are seeing the world. Right? I am seeing the world is a thought. Can world exist without a thought? I am seeing the world is a thought. Can a world exist without a thought? If you have no thought, the world exists? Huh? Yes, is a thought. That thought is Maya. Please understand.
No, he may be saying, without the thought, the sense organs are still seeing the world.
I am seeing the world is their thought. Then if your sense organs are seeing the world, if there is no thought, there is no world. Somebody has a blank, mentally disturbed person, blank thought. He doesn't know you are coming and going. The thought is the world. In your dream, thought is dream. Right? So world and thought are not different. World and thought are same. Okay. So thought in idea form is called causal body. So Maya, if another word for name for Maya is called thought. Very subtle thought, gross thought, or idea, concept, you can say. World is nothing but a thought. Is your feeling a thought?
Yes.
I have pain, I have a feeling of pain. That's a thought. There's nothing other than thought in the world. No experience is possible without thought. And experience is thought. The world is nothing but thought. And thought is Maya. Okay. So the gross world is form.
The actual pain in the body is also thought. Actual pain and sin. The experience
Yeah.
is different.
Let us say you don't have thought. Then is there a pain in the body?
So if I get distracted from the pain, yes, there is no pain.
If you are in coma, there is no even pain. Leg is cut also, there is no pain. Because there is no thought. Right? Thought is Maya. Or thought is appearance of Maya. If you think Maya is something else, just think it's a thought. A thought in a very subtle form is an idea or a belief. A thought manifest is a feeling, emotion. A thought, feeling or emotion is the experience of thought. Thought is its experience is called thought, and world is nothing but another thought. Appearance. Correct. Thought is Maya. Okay. Let us understand what is space. What is space? Space is a gap between two objects. Right?
Two thoughts.
Oh, there is a wall, there is a chair. This is between them two, there's a gap. So there's a wall is a thought, there is a chair is a thought. And in between nothing is a thought. Actually, the space is nothing but thought. What about time? Time is a thought. Oh, the sun rose in the morning, sunset in the morning. Two events happen. Sunrise is a thought, sunset is a thought. Gap between the two thoughts is called time. The space is a thought. Thought is a time. Experience is space is a thought. Time is a thought. Experience is a thought. And thought is Maya.
So the network of thoughts is life.
There is nothing called network of thought. Thought can exist only one thought at a time. There is network of thought is there is one other one thought. The beauty of thought is our mind cannot think two thoughts at a time. Only one thought is thought. Okay. Another thought will come. Okay. Another thought comes that I saw sunrise, I saw sunset. There is time. These are three different thoughts.
Space in between is also thought.
Yeah. Nothing is there. Nothing is there in between is a thought.
But nothing is really there. See, these two, there is gap.
Yeah. There is gap is a thought.
You're thinking that way.
Is there a gap or not?
Is there is a gap or not is a question, is a thought. So thought is Maya. Thought makes Brahman appear as a world. Brahman, nothing has happened to the Brahman. Thought makes Brahman appear as a world. Okay. Like rope appears as a snake. There's no snake. Like a desert appears as mirage water. Like sky appears as blue. Thought makes Brahman appear as world. And thought is Maya. There is no Maya without thought. There is no thought without Maya. And no thought is real because Maya is not real. Snake appearing on the rope is not real at all. And also beauty of thought is thought can happen, only one thought can appear at this one time. And you see, one thought can cause so much of confusion in the whole world. Imagine that. And I have a lot of thoughts is one thought. Okay. And also, you know, one thought does not know other thought. I know other thought is one different thought.
One thought will not know the previous thought.
How can you say that? Is that not a thought?
Thought is an object in consciousness. Object cannot know another object. Only subject knows both. Subject is consciousness. There's a knowing ability, the sattva guna. Okay, so in reality, world doesn't exist.
If Brahman has such great powers and all, it might be creating too many thoughts at a time. No, it doesn't.
One thought is sufficient to damage you. One thought is sufficient. You can't imagine
How
so
did
much.
you say that it's only one thought at a time?
Think of two thoughts a
Fraction
day.
of second, that's what it's.
It is not in a fraction of a second. Thoughts have no time. It appears and disappears. It does not in microsecond or nanosecond also is not there, but it appears big. In fact, in reality, there's no thing called thought. It appears and disappears.
So it's appearing and disappearing, no? So that means there is a thought.
Appearing and disappearing is a thought, I am telling you. Okay? In reality, nothing has happened. Only Brahman alone is there. Okay? If one thought itself at a time can cause you so much of confusion in Maya in life, imagine the multiple thoughts. Oh, I have a lot of thoughts is one thought. And this thought is an object in consciousness. It's not a subject. Only subject is able to create something. Okay? Subject, who is the subject?
If I
Brahman
write
only.
down all the thoughts and show it to you, then
There's a sequential. There's one thought at a time. And no two thoughts cannot know each other because they are objects. The subject is only consciousness. Consciousness, Brahman doesn't know anything because he is resting. And Maya appears to know something because of Sattva Guna. There's a knowledge, there's a thought. Okay? So knowledge aspect of Maya, Sattva Guna, derives the power from consciousness, which is called knowing ability. Okay? Without that, Maya also cannot, there's nothing, no knowing is possible. Out of these Radoguna, Sabhavana, Sattva-guna, only knowing ability is constant. That's Brahman. That's coming from Brahman. The power of Brahman is coming as awareness. Thoughts cannot know each other because thoughts are objects of consciousness. So, I know so many thoughts is not a real thought at all. Okay. Thoughts are useful. I do not deny usefulness of thoughts. I have to go somewhere, I need thought. But they are not real in the absolute sense.
so the informational part is real, the psychological part is unreal. That's what you say. Whenever you say unreal, thought is unreal.
No. Real means useful. Usefulness in no reality. What is useful?
How can unreal be useful? Either it has to be unreal or it has to be useful. Both cannot coexist. You are saying they are
so
unreal and
I'll give
useful.
the answer also. Okay. I'll give the answer also.
There
First
is a
it-
glass of water. Which kind of water Nani knows it, but still he will drink it. Whichever is good. That's a useful thought. That's the way of usefulness. One object at a time. One thought at a time. How did you say conclude?
One thought at a time is
How did you
understandable.
conclude?
You think of two thoughts and tell me when you can think of two thoughts. I think of two thoughts as one thought.
If this thought doesn't know the previous thought, then it's like a dynamic life. There is no sequence, there is no chronological, or there is nothing. Okay.
It's as good as saying in my dream everything is real.
In my I dream, obviously nothing is real because I cannot be sitting in a flight to Paris. It's quite illogical. Is the waking state also as illogical as the dreaming state? Sleeping dream?
You go next, okay? You next. You ask the question. Okay. So this whole thing I can explain in some modern way you can understand. There's a movie screen which doesn't change at all, and there's a projection on the movie screen. Okay, in the movie screen the projections are there. There are characters are there. Okay, the characters come, dance, sing, and all. Right? The screen doesn't know anything. Screen is always there. The characters are there or not there. Screen is supporting. If the screen is not there, characters are not possible. The projection is called Maya on the screen. In that projection, you are a character. Okay. Now your character is projected by Maya as a body. So now the screen has a property, ability to know, knowing ability. The character is a knowing ability because of the screen. Character disappears also, nothing happens to screen. Character appears also, nothing happens to screen. The screen has the ability of awareness. Screen itself is not bothered because it doesn't know anything. Whereas the awareness of the screen falls on the character, and some characters in the screen, a mountain is there, a river is there, and you are there. You become more aware that I am aware. You start thinking I am the subject. In fact, you are really a character in the movie called movie project on the screen. You are not a subject. You are as good as a mountain or a stone. You appear to be alive, and you think I am a character in the screen. I'm a character in this drama. You are separate out of the mountain and all. But what you don't know, you are exactly like that. That's why it said your body is made of panchabhutas. All these things are made up of the 5 elements. Everything is common only. Yes, everything is a projection.
Just that it has a different form, I have a different.
It has a different form. You have a slightly more ability of knowing, or consciousness is more reflected in you because of the mind, a subtle matter. Their consciousness is reflected less in the stone. The existence aspect is manifest in conscious stone, and existence and consciousness is manifest in you because of the mind. Others, you are also exactly same character as a mountain in the movie. Okay, that's why Sri Ramana Maharshi says, a tree is a standing man. A man is a moving tree. A mountain is a standing man. Okay, man is a moving mountain. Both are characters projected on the screen called Brahman by Maya. While characters are not real, the screen is real. Good thing about you is the knowing ability what you have is belongs to the screen, not to the character. The character will disappear, but screen will be there. What you call as yourself, real you, is nothing but the knowing ability which comes from Brahman. In a part of you, the bulk of you is unreal. Reality part belongs to Brahman. So that's why you are saved. Anything happens to the character, nothing happens to you. Okay. So in that character projection, 3 things appears. Jiva, you appear. The world appears and Ishwara appears. Ishwara means God. Both all are characters only. Even Ishwara also is a projection on the screen. You are also a projection on the screen, and mountain is also a projection on the screen. World is also a projection on the screen. Okay, but because you are Jiva, individual soul, you start thinking that I am separate from the world. I am separate from Ishwara. In fact, Ishwara, the world, and you are made up of the same stuff called Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, and 5 elements. It's made up of that. But because you identify with the body, you feel you're separate. World is separate, I am separate. Okay. Any questions? Okay, wait. Okay, now how did you come into picture? Okay, the Brahman is the pure light, light of awareness, Atma Jyoti. The light of awareness doesn't know anything because it's nothing to know. Right? It's like almost like saying sun. Sun is full of light. Okay. You ask sun, my dear sun, what is darkness? Sun says, I don't know what is darkness. Then you ask sun, my dear sun, what is light? I don't know what is light also because he is the light. Like that, awareness doesn't know anything because awareness is always light. There's nothing else to know. Okay. Awareness is the screen. And that awareness gets into some of the characters because they have something called mind, which is subtle body. Then this character starts thinking that, oh, I am separate. Right? It's like an electricity bulb and fan. The electricity flows through the bulb and fan, and light comes out of the electricity bulb, and fan starts rotating. Okay. But electricity bulb says, I am giving light. It doesn't know the light is coming from electricity. Similarly, everything comes from Brahman. Your awareness comes from Brahman. Your awareness. Okay. The knowing ability. The thoughts appear in the mind. Okay. And you start thinking, I am separate from Ishwara. I am separate from the God. I am separate from the world. Where is the separation? The I, which is awareness, is common to all. Only it is manifest more in you, but it doesn't belong to you. You as a body mind complex. Electricity doesn't belong to the bulb. Bulb is powered by electricity. Similarly, you are powered by consciousness, Brahman, and that is the knowing ability. Okay. So, give an example. There's a water in the bucket. There's a reflection in the water. Okay. The reflection of consciousness or manifest consciousness in water. Consciousness or Brahman, the awareness manifests in water because awareness is everywhere. It's background of everything. It manifests, the light manifests, light reflected in the water. Then light reflected in the water, sunlight reflected in water, appears to be limited to bucket. Similarly, awareness which is reflected in your body, subtle body and gross body, feels limited by the body. Then it starts thinking, I am the Jiva. It forgets that I am Brahman, the light, awareness, its own nature. So when it's forgotten, it becomes Jiva. When you recognize it, it becomes Brahman. Nothing happens to the reflection, nothing happens to consciousness. But because it forgets that I am conscious, I am Brahman, it starts feeling, oh, emotions are disturbing, your body is, I am the body, like that it feels. This is called veiling power and projection power. The Jiva or consciousness in your body is same as Brahman. So the consciousness identified with you has come from Brahman. It's a reflection in your body. It starts feeling a separation. It separates. It feels a separation from the world also. because it feels limited, I want to expand. I want to become infinite. So desires will come. Desires will bring action. Action will become karma phala. And this whole thing perpetuates. Okay, nothing happens to consciousness manifesting in your body also. Conscious, nothing can happen. But it feels as if it is getting affected. As if, not really. Right? It's like if you are sitting in a train and other train is moving, your train as if it's moving. It's not so. So similarly, consciousness in the presence of the mind appears in the mind, feels as if it is going through trouble. So what is the solution? The solution is the consciousness has to realize that it's nothing but Brahman. Jiva is nothing but Brahman, it has to realize. Then it realizes everything is Brahman. Ishwara and Jagat, everything is manifestation of Brahman. The substratum is Brahman. This recognition happens. And as long as there is a adna, ignorance of your true nature, there is a suffering, there is a pain. When the true nature becomes evident, there is a freedom and liberation, Jeevan Mukti. For that, we have to know the meaning of Tattvamasi, the teaching of Upanishad, you are that. That we'll take in tomorrow's class. In next 2 days, we will complete this Tattva Bodha class. What you had a question also, no? What are the question?
No, dream is quite illogical when we wake up.
But is it
The
the
waking
same
is
way?
also illogical.
Yes. Dream is illogical when you wake up. But when you are experiencing the dream is real.
It's quite logical.
Quite logical and real, right? And when you wake up, the dream is illogical and there is nothing which was there in the dream. There was no Paris, there's no London, there's no you in reality. Similarly, waking world is also a dream called Maya. Okay, while experience is very logical, everything appears to be real. When you wake up from this dream called Maya, the waking world is not there. Forget about logical. Okay, like when you wake up from the dream world is not there. When you wake up from this dream, waking dream called Maya, the world itself was never there. Maya itself was never there. The time itself was never there. The space itself was never there. Thought itself was never there.
So inside this waking state, if one thought is not aware of the previous thought, how is the sequence created?
The sequence is created because of the power of Maya, the consciousness. It's able to imagine there's something called past, there's something called future, and perceive.
Everything is coming in one single thought.
Yeah.
Because it's only one thought at a time.
See, to say, I remember something, first you have to create a thought there is something called past.
Yeah.
Then only you can remember something. Thought that there's something called past appeared from the Maya. Then you remember something.
So was it there? Inside the dream.
So if inside the dream, if you ask, time was there, space is there, you are there. If you wake up from the dream, if you ask, time is not there, space is not there, you are not there. So the question is, where you are asking from? So that's why if you ask more questions asked to Ramana Maharshi, he will say, who is asking the question? If you are asking the question within the dream world, the answer is real for you. If you are asking the question from the outside the dream world, there's no question. If you are asking a question from the dream world to a person who is in the waking world, whatever answer he gives, he says there's no nothing called world. Then you'll get confused. That's why he asks the question, who is asking the question?
From outside, what is there to ask? Nothing is there to ask. Because it's also clear.
So that's why he just asks, who is asking the question to make you wake up?
If this is all it is, then who gives this jnana? Who gives this jnana? Brahman is not even there.
Brahman only, Ishwara only.
Ishwara.
Ishwara. Brahman in the role of Ishwara.
And Ishwara knows himself properly, only then Jiva does not know. That is the power of veiling.
Yeah, Brahman knows, Ishwara knows. Ishwara is aware.
That veiling and all does not come to Ishwara.
Ishwara
Is
is
also in the thought and thought.
Ishwara is awareness. Ishwara does not know the world at all. From Jiva point of view, Brahman appears as Ishwara. You have to say the world I am able to see, somebody's creator is there. The creator is Brahman. Brahman is not a creator. So Brahman plus Maya is called Ishwara.
No, I'm not getting. See, when you said Maya plus Brahman is the creation, and in that Ishvara is also there.
Ishwara is a concept for the Jiva. Yeah. Brahman doesn't do anything. So then Brahman says Maya plus Brahman is doing something. That's he calls as Ishwara. Why Brahman should do anything?
ಅದೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು. Why there is no knowledge? There is not necessary for any knowledge or something.
Yep.
Forgetful ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರೋದು.
Right. Okay.
ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದನೋ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ ಅದು.
So I forgot to take. Did I take tablets today morning? I didn't. No.